Alright, I welcome you to today's free class. So the tutorial continues here. So let's go to the main topics. What we are going to be doing today is synonyms and antonyms. So I'm going to be solving some questions and we're going to be doing it. But before that, let me introduce you to our tutorial that is starting by December 2nd. So don't forget the features you are going to be getting. The class starts by 9. The tutorial is payment plan. Don't be confused with this payment plan. It is in two ways. You can choose to choose this plan or you can choose the second plan. So don't be confused. Don't say how will you pay it. So people are already paying for the class, so you too can open. So let's start today's class. So what we're doing today is nearest in meaning. After that I will go to the question on opposite in meaning. So the first question status, because if I'm just giving you the words without practicalizing it, it's like wasting of time. So the first question here is, the bride was praised by her mother-in-law for her impeccable behavior. What's the meaning of impeccable? The meaning of impeccable is that it is what? Perfect. Something that is perfect, without flaw. That is, it is faultless. Something that is flawless. It is faultless. That's what we mean by what? Impeccable. That it has no mistake, it is perfect. So we can even say God is the impeccable being, because no human being is perfect. No, though in holiness you may be perfect, but in real life human beings cannot be perfect. But in holiness you may be perfect. So take that in mind. So but only God has the what? Impeccable character. So impeccable means what? Perfect, without flaw, flawless or faultless. I hope you understand. So that's just what we mean by impeccable. So the bride was praised by her mother-in-law for impeccable behavior. A, spotless. You can't even look. That one is looking like the answer. Option B, appropriate. No, it doesn't. It's not applicable. Option C, beautiful. Don't forget we are under nearest in meaning. We are looking for exact word that is nearest in meaning with impeccable. So impeccable. So option D is spotless. So the answer is between spotless and faultless. Ideally, the question is talking about stain. We can be talking of spotless, but the question is talking about maybe perfection and things. So our answer is. So our answer will be faultless, because faultless has to do with perfection. You can see even in the meaning that I gave you, it is there. Something that is without error is impeccable. Now let's go to the second question. This question is a term that we use in courts. The plaintiff was dissatisfied with the decision of the court. What is the meaning of plaintiff? Plaintiff is someone that take a case to the court. That is, maybe a person sue you to court. That person is a plaintiff. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Someone sue you to a court. So when I give you the meaning of plaintiff is a party bringing a suit in a civil law against a defendant. So the person that you sue to court is a defendant, while the person that take you to court is a plaintiff. I hope you understand. So that's what we mean by plaintiff. Plaintiff takes the defendant to the court. So when we are talking of the meaning of plaintiff can be what? Can be complainant. That's the first thing. You by now you would have seen it in the option. It can also be litigant. It's also the same thing. It can also be a person that sue you. It can also be pursuer. So and so on and so forth. Why the opposite of plaintiff is opposite? When we are talking of opposite of plaintiff is defendant. That's your words. That's a plaintiff. So these are just the terms that you use in courts. So plaintiff, we are now looking for what? Nearest in meaning. So the plaintiff was dissatisfied with the decision of the court. That is, the plaintiff that take the case to court is not happy with what the court did. Maybe they exonerate the criminal or the source. Oh, you cannot call the person criminal unless the court call the person criminal. So the person is still a suspect. So these are part of the things. You must not call the criminal unless the court calls the person criminal. So I'm sorry for that mistake. So you call the person suspect. These are also part of the things you need to know. So you cannot call the person solicitor. That's not the answer. accused is the person the court accused. Maybe you take a person to court and the court find the person guilty. That's the accused. The accused is the person you take to court. It can also be accused. So it's not same in meaning with plaintiff. Option C, complainant. So that's the answer. Complain. He went to complain in court. So our answer for this question is option C. So I hope you get. So respondent is different. Those are people that maybe they help in defending a case. So it's different. So let's go to the next question. Sorry for this. The question status. Mr. Priye is a STEM man. When they say someone is STEM, STEM means a person is street. STEM means what? A person is street. That's what we mean by STEM. So that's what we mean by STEM. So the answer here is what? Option D. Street. So Mr. Priye is a STEM man. So it means it's not wicked, not that. It's not loving, not that. It's not conservative. It's maybe someone is gentle or something. So the answer is street. So the next one is lunatics have some lucid moments. When we are talking of lucid, lucid means something that is clear. That's what I mean by what's lucid. The second one is mentally stable. That is mentally rational. The way you are now, I can say you are lucid because you are not mentally unstable. So you are rational, mentally rational. That's lucid. So at times you notice those man in the streets. You will notice at times they will look very well. They will be in a state of they will be sensible those times. So that's a lucid moment. So option A. Don't forget we are still on that synonyms in nearest in meaning. Option A, troubled. Option B, quiet. Oh, sorry. Option C, noisy. Option D, sane. So when we say someone is sane, it means that person is mentally stable. So it's part of the meaning I should give it, or mentally sound. So our answer here is what? Option D, sane. Sane. If I say you are sane, it means I say you are mentally stable. So let's go to the next question. That will be the last question for nearest in meaning. Amina often makes derogatory remarks about her husband. That means, what do we mean by derogatory? If I give you a derogatory remark, it's like I belittle you with words. So it means belittling. I lower you. That even you may want to cry. So that is derogatory. It can also mean disparaging. These are questions UTME ask. So that is what? Derogatory. What is the meaning of discreet? Discreet means quiet. That's not even part of the answer. So the discreet, it means what? Quiet. It means something that draws attention or anger. So let's look at the option. Amina often makes derogatory remarks about her husband. Option A, arrogant. Option B, belittling. Option C, laudable. Option D, discreet. So the answer is belittling. He belittles his husband. He just is talking about her husband in a disparaging remarks, in a disparaging way. Let's go to the opposite meaning. He accepted a mundane task without hesitation. So mundane is a common term that we normally use. What is the meaning of mundane? Something that is worldly. Something that is worldly, something that is earthly, something that is profane, something that is not that, something that is like that is time consuming, something that consumes your time. So that is mundane. Now we are looking for opposite in meaning. He accepted a mundane task without hesitation. Option A, great. Option B, lowly. Option C, mania. Option D, moderate. So the answer is just, it's not great, it's not lowly, not moderate. The answer is mania. For example, some of you, when you wake up, your mom will tell you to wash your plates, wash the plate, do all those things. It has become something regular that you do at home. So we can call it a menial task. But mundane task is something that consumes your time. It's something that is demanding. It's something that is boring. That's kind of tedious. So the word for mundane is what? Something that is tedious, that is difficult, that is time consuming. It is tedious. For menial task, something you have been doing for years. Some of you have been watching play now. A child born in that time would have been sick. So menial is something that is not that time consuming, it's regular, it's normal. So, but tedious is time consuming. Let's go to the next question. So the president took exception to the ignoble role the young man played. Don't forget, we are still under opposite in meaning. What is the meaning of ignoble? We all know that noble means popular for good thing. But ignoble means not noble. Not noble. Because of this ig, it has made it to become not noble. So it can be notorious, yes. That is, notorious means you are noble for something, you are popular for something bad. So that's like so notorious. So the president took exception to the ignoble role the young man played in the matter. So another meaning is dishonorable. So don't forget, we are looking for opposite in meaning. So our answer here is ignoble is dishonorable, right? Our answer here is not honorable. Okay, we are looking for the answer is honorable, right? So our answer is what? A. Because ignoble means dishonorable. So the answer is not embarrassing. The answer is not dishonorable. The answer is not extraordinary. So, but our answer is honorable because we are looking for opposite in meaning. Ignoble means dishonorable. That is, the president took exception to the ignoble role the young man played in the matter. And we know ignoble is not noble, notorious, dishonorable. So that is just it. So let's go to the next question. Benta solved. When you are watching films at times, you will see them put brackets like this when someone is crying. So Binta solved by the door because she had lost her mother's precious necklace. Solved means you cry. So what is the opposite of crying? Option A, cried. B, smiled. C, wept. D, laughed. If you firstly see this question, you're going to notice that you find that laughed and smiled, they somehow look alike. This is how Jams said their question. It's like best option. So for this question, it's not laughed. You are going to go for smiled because smiled you express it, but laughed you can't really. It's also like smiled, but it's different. For this answer, the best option is smiled, not laughed. So please take notes. Some questions you will think you get it, but unfortunately, when you check the answer, you know that you don't get it. So let's do the remaining two questions. So Ojo's response infuriated his wife. What do we mean by infuriate? Infuriate means you make someone to be angry, to make someone furious. That is what infuriate. So now we are now looking for opposite in meaning. Option A, annoyed. That would have been the answer if we are looking for synonyms or that is nearest in meaning. Option B, pleased. Pleased means you make the person happy. You don't make the person angry. Surprised, it cannot be the answer. Confused, no. So our answer here is, since we are looking for opposite in meaning, our answer here is option B, pleased. You make the person happy. So let's look at the last question before we round up today. I am happy to inform you that your boys are conscientious. What meaning of conscientious? If you look at the word very well, you will notice that there is something like conscience. So when you do something conscientious means you do your work with conscience. You do it. You are industrious. You are careful. You are vigilant. So things like that. I will not be able to write all these things because of our time. So please take notes. Make sure you write all these things in your notes, and make sure you go to dictionaries and solve many class questions in JAM on questions like this. So it means you are industrious. You are careful. You are vigilant. And you are like you do your work with so much care. That is, if the work is starting by 7 a.m., if you are working, you get to the work 7 a.m. So you are industrious. So, but we are looking for opposite in meaning. So we cannot choose industrious. The answer would have been industrious. Had them been we are looking for nearest in meaning. So our answer here will be what? Carefree. That is, you don't care at all. Even if the company destroy, if the company fall, you don't care. So the answer is carefree. What is the meaning of carefree? Carefree is even more deeper than careless. Careless means you still care a little bit. But carefree, you don't care at all. So carefree, if a person say you are carefree, it means you should go and look at yourself. Because carefree is even more deeper than careless. So take note of that. So the answer is what? Carefree. So that's all for today's video. And before I go, let me still introduce you to our classes that's starting by December 2nd. You can join and look at how the class will run. So that's all for today's video. I even did more than one I should do. Thank you very much for watching today's video.